Hey, what's up, guys? Mystic. I am here today in the Commons to talk about Wizard101 as a game. Where it's been, where it's going, where it might go. A lot of you, most of you, in fact, if you're watching this video, more than likely, like to play Wizard101. You love the game. Overall, it's a wonderful experience. But just like everything else, there's always one or two things that a person would like to change. Maybe to make the game better as a personal experience. Maybe to make the game better so far as fun and entertainment goes. But for some reason, there's one thing that you just wish that you could change about the game. Maybe it's something that's a minor thing. Maybe it's something that makes you grit your teeth in frustration. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 great ways to change the face of Wizard101. Its gameplay, its policies, its habits, its rules, to make the game better. Alright, here we go with number 5. Now there are actually a whole, and I mean a whole boatload of good ideas and improvements and ways we can make Wizard101 better. Whenever I started talking to people about this, I had a small idea, and this thing turned into just about a whole encyclopedia of things that people would want to see to make the game better, and ideas and thoughts, and sometimes some snarky comments, but in general it was all positive. Anyhow, just to make this a little bit of a shorter video, because I'm not looking to be here for an hour on this one video. I'm sure you guys get bored hearing me go on and on for an hour. Probably, maybe you're bored already, who knows. I'm going to limit it to the top 5 in this video. In future videos, I may go over some other ideas because there really are just a huge, huge amount of, and I really think that King's Isle themselves would benefit from having like an idea Dropbox forum type thing, because whenever I listen to these people, I was like, you know what? Wow, I never thought of that, and I spent a lot of time thinking about this game. So I was actually surprised that there were that many different good ideas out there. Anyhow, now that I've droned on and on for about 2 minutes now, let's go with the number 5 top idea for improving Wizard101. This one comes, actually, I've had this before in one of my other videos, in one of my Through the Grapevine videos, and that is a message mailbox for your friends. You know, where you can leave a message, like a little post box or something like that at their house, or maybe even here in the Commons. You know, you can leave a little message for your friends. Hey, I'm going to be on at 5 o'clock, or hey, I'm going to be over in this realm doing this boss at 3 o'clock. Can you help me at that time? You know, just that kind of thing where if you guys don't happen to be on the same time, you can get a message out to each other and you can meet up. Now, I know that you are probably talking to each other through Facebook or Twitter or whatever else if you're like in real life friends. But that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just people that you meet on Wizard, and I have more than a few of those. People that I met on Wizard that I don't really talk to outside of Wizard, but yet I still, for some reason, hang out with whenever I'm here. I think that a mailbox is a wonderful, wonderful idea. You know, maybe they could park it like right here. Or park it in front of Ambrose's office so everybody could be, you know, annoying Ambrose by clustering in front of his office and getting on his nerves. That's the number 5 idea. Let's go with the number 4 idea. This one is actually this is a long time coming, and they really should do it. They already have gardening benefits. You know, they already have the double pet training bonus for members. But all those bonus things are for people who are already members. What about if they had a free play time? You know, maybe a couple of days, you know, maybe a weekend, what have you, where even if you're a non-member, you can go to all the various areas of the spiral just like you had a membership. So, you know, you can experience that. I think that if people could experience some of these areas, they would be much more likely to want to buy memberships or to, you know, to buy a temporary membership even if they don't buy a subscription. That's been a really long time coming. I've thought about that for a long, long time, but it's important enough that I wanted to address it again. Let me think here. The number 3 idea. You guys know, I can't wait to tell you guys the number 1 because it's a really humdinger. The number 3 idea. This one comes from Patty Hamilton, who is a big time pet trainer. And I totally agree with her. And I never really thought about it like this, but it's true. You got a lot of pets. Maybe you got more than your house can hold. and you want to transfer some of them to one of your other characters. Now, I understand that they don't want you, like, you know, having 6 characters and training one pet in one day really, really quick, exploiting your extra pets or your other character's energy. I understand that, and that's why they zip you to 0 whenever you take a pet out of the shared bank and on energy. But how about, you know, sometimes you're just moving pets for the heck of it, or sometimes, you know, you have a death pet that's going to suit a death character, and you have it on your fire. And you want to transfer it, but you want to burn up all that energy for nothing. How about if they allowed us to transfer pets without that energy penalty, say adult and under? You know, I can understand where they wouldn't want you to, or even better, transfer a pet that's already a mega or an ultra that can't be trained anymore. Because, I mean, if you can't train it anymore, then you're really not going to be burning energy on it anyway. You know, transferring certain pets of certain levels or types without the energy penalty, that would be a wonderful thing. Now, I understand they make a lot of their money, in fact, probably most of their money, between packs. After packs is probably energy. You know, people need energy, people want energy, and people spend money to buy energy. I understand that. But how about just a little bit, like I said, just a minor little loosening of the belt? You know, if a pet's a baby, or, you know, a teen or something like that, you know you're not going to stop it at teen. You know you're not going to. If it's a good pet, you know it's going to be a good pet. You're going to train it all the way anyhow. If it's already an ultra pet, you can't train it anymore. So why should you have to burn all your energy for an ultra pet? All right, that is the number 3 idea. Let's make some of these pets free of the energy penalty whenever you transfer them to your other characters. I think that would be really, really helpful. The number 2 idea for this, and I really like this one. I put this one in sort of a form through the grapevine a long time ago. I would like to see them change how pet experience and how pet levels are gained. Instead of those games, and you guys know, I've done a lot of Baby Temega videos. And even though I have the energy, and even though I have the snacks, man, that crap's time consuming sometimes. I mean, you can sit there, even with the fullest speed that I can get, it'll still take me 2 or 3 straight hours to raise a pet from Baby Temega. That's why you don't quite see as many Baby Temega videos as you might. It takes hours to train a pet at this rate. How about if we changed the pet leveling system? You know, we're out there getting experience through quests. How about if our pets did that too? You know, make our pets more again, and I've called this for this a bunch of times, make our pets more interactive. You know, get them gain energy and experience the way we do. And that's another sub part of that. Whenever in battle our pets cast spells that cost mana, it takes our mana to do it. How about if our pet in that whole interactivity thing had its own mana pool? So whenever it casts spells, it would burn its own mana. That one's not such a big deal because, well, you know, if you're a higher level, you have a huge mana pool anyway. It's not such a big deal, but for beginning players and lower levels, it's very easy to run out of mana. You know, you get going here in such a long place, and you get to an area where there's not a lot of mana wisp floating around. Mana becomes important then. I have run out of mana on lower level characters before and had to stop what I was doing to go and get more mana. And having a pet burn your mana, you know, that just adds to the pain. Alright, now that's for the number 2 idea. Here is the number 1 top idea, and this one, I've got to say, King's Isle, you got to listen to this one. This one is one of your big activities in Wizard 101, and it is felt strongly by many, many players. I know that you have tried to improve the PvP system, you know, to make it more complex, to make it more interesting. But guys, go back to the original PvP system. Go back to it. So many people miss the original system that it is not funny. Go back to the original system. All the crit and block and stats on this and percentages on that, and you got to get this gem for that jewel, and you got to get this piece of gear to do that. Come on. You made an easy thing complex. And, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Y'all tried to fix it, but it wasn't really super broke in the first place. It really wasn't. That is the number 1 top idea for improving Wizard 101 right now. take PvP back to its roots. Go back to it. Even if you only have a special division of it, you know, to where people can choose the current system or they can choose to play under the other system. You know, maybe 2 doors in the arena, something like anything like that. But yes, PvP, you're here all day long. PvP is broken. PvP is broken. And it depends on if you're an offensive player or defensive player or what's going on with the current updates. Somebody is always not happy. But it seems like everybody was happy with the original system the way it was. So that's something to think about. Guys, this is it for the top 5 ideas to improve Wizard101 in this video. Like I said, there's a ton more ideas, so I might make a part 2 to this at another time. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, a good hard smash, and as well subscribe and share. I would love to see more of you around here. Until next time, this is Skello Mystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, it's up here, Skello Mystic. I am here today in Wisteria. I am in Wisteria because of all of the worlds in this spiral, this one strikes my funny bone the most. It's really a whimsical place with all these pigs running around just doing, well, not things that pigs ordinarily do.